Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be, well, adjusting Altuve, I guess is the way I could put it. So we're going to go into the creative player, into the roster. I don't know why it has Bregman up there as the picture. Something's wrong with the roster, like a glitch or something, but we're going to go into the Altuve character here, and we're going to customize him. I'm going to give him a new glove, new shoes. Okay, right now we're giving him a new turtleneck. So I'm gonna add the turtleneck, and then I'm going to put the little Nike, keep the Nike logo on there. Okay, let's go into his shoes. Oh, those are his pants. Sorry. I always like it when they wear their pants up high. Reminds me of the old school. When I used to play baseball, I used to wear the stirrups. I like those socks right there. I just like the design, and I like the pants riding up below the knees. So it's really good too if you want to increase your strike zone to wear your pants like that. Just pull those pants just a little bit further down. It's kind of an illusion. I think the umps are too smart for that, but you know, anything that works. Okay, adjusting his glove right here. I'm more concerned about the webbing and the colors than the brand. I don't know, I've always liked brown colored gloves. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of a two-tone here just for, you know, it's just more exotic looking, like the two-tone. So you'll see it here in a second. The webbing I use is pretty cool. That green looks terrible. All right, use a little bit of orange color right there. I like the way I did this. A little bit of orange, tint of orange. The grays and the browns match together really well. Oh, I should have left that little glove on him. That looks cool with the finger sticking out like that with the orange. All right, and I got the bat wrong compared to what the way he uses. I'm not really concerned about with the brand names of things too much. I'm more concerned about the colors, and I got the colors backwards on his bat. If you guys see, let's see if I can remember. But the inner part of his bat is like beige, and then the outer part of his bat, you know, like the thick part of his bat is darker. And I think I did it backwards here, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to give him style points. One thing, as you can see, I'm just really going through the colors here, is that I wanted to make sure that I gave him the correct batting helmet, because that's what you're going to see most when he walks up, because he uses the chin guard. And I noticed in the game they don't put the chin guard in there. I think that was a decision just for you to have to customize it, or it just takes away from blocking their face. And it makes sense for them actually not to use the chin guard. So I actually add the chin guard in here in just a second. And I just decided to give it a little bit of a pattern. I thought it was kind of cool. It'll add to the game. I kind of was looking initially, I just wanted something orange and white. I think it's really cool that we chose orange, you know, historically as our colors. I don't know how that decision got made, but I know when they made the classic kind of like a twilight rainbow of the 70s, that was just an artist rendering and decision. And he was going through a phase where he was just playing with like geometric designs and shapes, and he was going like through this stripe phase. And I don't know what gave him the idea, in his mind, what sparked him. But I believe he lives in Houston to this day. I think he was part of like a designing or graphics team. But it was all just one guy's personal decision, and then we had to accept it. Or we didn't have to accept it, but they accepted it, and that's the story of how Orange. But he was just playing with colors and stripes and shapes, and anyway, the orange looks so cool. I'm glad we got orange. I think even like when you look at somebody like a team like the New York Mets, their orange looks really really super cool. Like the little tiny orange stripes around the blue. The Mets just have such good uniforms. If we upgraded our uniforms, it would not hurt my feelings at all. I think this version of the uniform, it looks really good, and you fall in love with things, but I think this is a pretty average uniform. Um, they didn't do anything wrong. I just think they could have gotten things better. Like the letters they chose were great, but it could have been better. It could have been a lot worse too. And that's why I don't really complain about the uniforms too much, is because I can think of versions that would be just a lot worse. But when they stuck with the orange star and the H and put Houston, and when they kept the hats, or the when they kept the hats pretty much the same, I was really happy with that decision because that's our logo. As far as like the sheriff's logo on the shoulder, I think it's okay. I think it's very Texan, so I'm cool with it. It could be a lot worse. It could be like actually afraid to say this, not really afraid, but I don't want to be like a contrarian, but I don't think the Houston Texans logo is that amazing. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It's just never grown on me. There's some things you just like right off, and some things you try to grow to like, and some things that you just don't get it. And with the Houston Texans logo, I just don't get it. Um, and I think I could be convinced. It's just not my cup of tea. Okay, here we go into the batting helmets right there. Oh, that's his eyewear. Sorry, that's his eyewear. We're not gonna do the. I was on a rant talking. I'm not even going to do eyewear with him. It just doesn't look good. I'm just kind of playing around with the settings, seeing what I can get. I don't know. I just thought it was time to kind of adjust him a little bit. Okay, we're definitely going to be doing orange, white, and hopefully not too much black. Depending on what kind of shoes they have here. That one's okay, the Under Armour. Um, yeah, this New Balance. I don't know. They don't have exactly my cup of tea. Maybe you have to unlock it. Yeah, you probably have to unlock a really cool pair of shoes. Right there, right there. That matches with the socks right there. Those two. Those two. Let's see if I can change the colors here a little bit. Ooh, I like that right there. Yeah, that's cool. More orange, more orange. Okay, that's cool too. All right, I like that. He doesn't need a catcher's mask, but I just decided to play with this for just a second. I'm not really going to assign him much of anything here because it doesn't make any sense. I'm just showing you the options of what he would look like as a catcher. What am I doing here? As you know, I edit the audio quite often after the fact, so I'm not. Oh, I went into his batting stance. Yeah, I go into his home run celebrations here, his batting stance, and I didn't adjust much, but I added, as you can see, I add the Latin music right there. Um, I think I adjust his follow through a little bit. His running style I didn't adjust. I'm just looking at the songs here, but I don't think I'm gonna change it to anything but the Latin music for fun. I was trying to play the previews, but it wouldn't let me. And I don't even know how to use that. But I guess that's like if you do a home run, you can keep it going for like 10 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever. Anyway, his running style, his hitting style, I don't know. I thought it was a little bit more of an upward arc at the end. Maybe that's it. You would think I would have watched these things over and over, but I think he does. Yeah, he does the finish with two hands. I don't know. His bat speed is so quick. It's almost like watching, like, let's make a tennis metaphor here. It's almost like watching Roger Federer with his backhand. It's quick and it finishes with this upper stroke at the end, but it only stays in the zone. It stays in the zone throughout the entire plate, and it's so flat, but he swings so quick that it's only flat for a moment. It's wow, it's just an amazing swing. Overall, I don't think they captured the essence of his swing in this game, unfortunately. The practice swing here, right there, that's what he does. He actually holds it longer, and they didn't have that, but he pauses with the bat going straight up, and then he makes real locked in contact with the pitcher, and then he kind of breathes out and lets the bat down. His stance right there, he does do the higher knee kick, which I thought was interesting. That they had something like that, but his knee kick in follow through with his body language is right on target. Uh, but it's nothing like utterly unusual that nobody else would have. He just does everything right when it comes to that. Okay, with his home runs, he doesn't do much of anything. He will do the high follow through, and with his home runs, he'll pause for just. He doesn't actually even pause. He kind of like from home plate to halfway to first. He'll kind of just jog but stare and enjoy the ball flying to make sure it goes over. And then when it does go over, he'll kind of slow down and jog his way through. It's nothing really spectacular, like like he's not in this huge celebration or anything, but you can see him just concentrating on what he's done and making sure the ball goes through and just jogs through it. So there wasn't really much of, I didn't want to give him like this crazy bat flip or anything like that. Right there, style 7 I think is what I should end up giving him right there. Oh, I like style 8, style 9, style 8. Let's see what I end up giving him here. I like that one. I like that one. Not that one, not that one. Right there, right there. Right there's a no, that he flips too much right there. Okay, that's the celebration right here, and you know, he does this little wave bye bye. They actually don't have the graphic, but he'll kiss. He always kisses, from what I've seen. Okay, not always, but he kisses his index finger to his mouth really briefly, and then he does this little downward bye-bye with all of his fingertips. And they actually don't have this graphic here. So, but it's quick, but he does celebrate. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed adjusting his uniform and everything, and as you can see, I do pay attention to a lot of stuff that he goes through. I really want to enjoy his time with the Astros. I think we've been so blessed to have the greatest player on the planet. Uh, Anecdotally, I did tell some people, like we were talking about Bob Feller's 107.9 mile per hour fastball, that secondary radar pitch he had, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, nobody could hit that." And I immediately was like, "Well, Altuve could," and nobody argued with it. Nobody argued with it. So anyway, that's my video. Hopefully you guys liked it, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.